Good gravy, what are we doing here? Boomer. This is a statement that was just put out by Auburn Athletic Director John Cohen. I want to read it to you. After reflecting, I want to take a moment to address what transpired last Saturday at Oklahoma. Since the game, Auburn University President Dr. Chris Roberts and I have had extensive conversations with Southeastern Conference leadership, including Commissioner Sankey. We remain extremely disappointed because our young men prepare each week to compete at the highest level. They deserve to have the game officiated at an optimum level. We fully understand the human element of the officiating process. Judgment calls don't always go your way. Saturday went beyond judgment calls. A specifically emphasized rule was not properly officiated, which impacted the game by giving our opponent the lead. As the SEC acknowledged, the Auburn family and our student athletes deserved better. Let's break this down just a little bit. First, the sentence. Saturday went beyond judgment calls. No, it didn't. Even though I didn't love the hideout play, that was still a judgment call on behalf of the game crew there, who was big-footed by the home office in that tweet later in the night saying that it shouldn't have gone that way. It was still subjective. Now, go back to Oklahoma, Oregon 2006 when Alan Patrick actually recovered the onside kick. It's on camera. Everybody could see it, and it still didn't go the Sooners' way. That feels a little more like beyond judgment. Second thing I want to break down, a specifically emphasized rule was not properly officiated. How are we, the fans, to know this? This feels like inside baseball, like conversations that have been had amongst teams and with the conference that we're not privy to. I don't know to what extent this has been emphasized. It seems like it was so emphasized that the University of Oklahoma asked about the play in pregame meetings. It seems like the Sooners covered their bases. Maybe Auburn needed to do a little more homework. All right? Which impacted the game by giving our opponent the lead. Of course, any play impacts the game. I'll tell you what else impacted the game. 10 sacks. 10 sacks definitely impacted the game. Could have been 15. Could have been 20. As the SEC acknowledged, actually it wasn't the SEC. It was the SEC officiating crew who happens to have a Twitter account. Look, it happened. I get it, and I understand their grievance. One of my friends, who was a former sports journalist here in Oklahoma, he put it best, and I hope he will be okay with me sharing his sentiment, which he posted publicly. I've always respected the guy. His name is Joey Helmer. And many of you might remember his reporting from back in the day. He wrote, and I think he nails it, the amount of people that don't realize the politicking that's going on here is astounding. Auburn is trying to gain a competitive advantage for this weekend at A&M and the rest of the season moving forward. Whether or not it works, who knows? Not a good look, but not the point.